All right, good morning, traders. Today is September 20th, 2023. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. My SPY pivot this morning is 443.24. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. SPY, Diamond Dow, IWM, also known as the Russell 2000, and QQQ are all in daily downtrends with technically lower highs and lower lows. FNGU is in a 1 hour chart downtrend as well. Today begins the second price advancement candle for the bearish daily market makers reversal pattern for the SPY. FYI, when the bearish BYOB 10-minute chart sets up, that's the 3 crossing the 8 under the VWAP, I plan to place a substantial position. That would be some 2-day puts. Just saying, so you know ahead of time what I'm doing. If I don't come out and announce it when I do it, that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. All right, USO, that'd be crude oil, and the US dollar index continue their daily uptrends. Silver is consolidating over 2050. Gold, bullish consolidation over 175. And natural gas, UNG, is range bound between 750 and 6. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, let's take a look at the SPY here on the daily. Actually, we'll just keep this open, all right? Well, that was loud. All right, so how did we get the SPY pivot from yesterday? Right here. This is where the price came up to 3 times today, yesterday. So above that, I'm a bull. Below that, I'm a bear. Here's our uptrend line right here. This starts back on 818. Let's zoom out and take a look at that. And to look at it, we'll look at it on the 2-hour chart. So right here, that blue line, that's my anchored VWAP at the pullback low right there. All right, so right here, this is our uptrend line. As you can see, price came through, stabbed it kind of hard there, and price trading back up over the morning pivot. We'll see where they open them up and where they move them to. So there's SPY. If price happens to take out yesterday's candle, it's a good chance it's going to void the MMRP. Notice we had a 3-day MMRP here a while back. This was the igniting move. There's the pullback to support. And then 3 days up, another 3 days up. That was the 3-day MMRP. And it got disrupted by the downtrend line. So now here's our bearish MMRP. Yesterday played out nicely, but it's quite possible that this uptrend disrupts the bearish MMRP. We got FOMC today at 2 p.m. Little presser statement, 2:30. So we'll see what happens. There's the SPY 2-hour chart. Go look at the daily. All right, for the daily chart, yesterday's price action came down, and notice most of it is all tail, kind of indicating that price is reversing to the other side. See that? That would be a reversal candle. Big tail down to the bottom and winding up green, closing green up over the uptrend line. So we'll see what happens. There's SPY with that 1 hour downtrend reversal candle now moving back towards the anchored VWAP, which is at 444.30. They're only 60 cents away. Not too far. Not too bad. Nice recovery for the bulls. Not good for my MMRP though, but it is what it is. Price action is never predictable. So the bulls need to break the downtrend line. The bears stabbed the uptrend line, but could not close below it. So bears need to still break this uptrend line right here. So there's SPY. All right, let's take a look. If we notice on the daily chart, lower high, lower low. All right, the trend is down. Notice price action, the 3 EMA, the 8 EMA, all underneath, and the price action, all underneath our 17 EMA trend indicator. All right, so the move is down. Technically, we got a lower high and a lower low. Technically, we are in a downtrend. There's SPY, QQQ. Let's take a look at QQQ. Here's yesterday's price action. Got a lower high and a lower low. Kind of a reversal candle there. Price came all the way down, and you can see how far it retraced back up. QQQ kind of still trapped underneath this midpoint. Bulls need to break this downtrend. Bears need to break this pivot down here right about 357.51. They need to get below that again. All right, so there's QQQ. Still, my bias is bearish for QQQ, being since they're still underneath the midpoint. The bulls have not been able to hold the price up over the midpoint. They let it go. They held it up there for this period of time, for about 2 weeks there, and now they gave it up. There's QQQ. Now let's go take a look at FNGU. All right, so FNGU, what do we got here? We have an hourly downtrend, no hourly. There is still a daily uptrend existing in FNGU. Technically, we have a higher low and a higher high. For the downtrend, we have a slightly lower low, but no lower high yet. Okay, we got an equal high right there. So technically, this is still in an uptrend, but an hourly downtrend within that daily uptrend. So there's FNGU. FNGU candle, notice, lower low, lower high, lower low. 3 EMA price action and the 8 EMA all caught underneath our trend indicator here, so not a good sign for FNGU. We all know that this one is the one that moves the markets. Doesn't matter what the other 6,000 stocks do. These 10 stocks in the FNGU are the market movers. Period. That's it. Right there. Whatever these guys do is where the market pretty much goes. So there's FNGU. Let's take a look at IWM. All right, so here's IWM putting in a lower high, and they inked out a lower low here yesterday. Yesterday's candle, lower high, lower low on the daily chart. All right, notice price action, the 3 EMA and the 8 EMA all caught underneath our 17 EMA trend indicator. Trend is down. All right. The bears need to break this uptrend line. The bulls need to break the downtrend line. Bears need to break, start closing candles below support, which is about, I can't see it, 180, roughly. All right, so bears need to close candles down here. Bulls need to break the downtrend line. Right now, just kind of caught in consolidation right through here. Notice the head and shoulders setting up. All right, right here, head, right shoulder, left shoulder. All right, this is 181.55. That is the neckline. Start getting below that, and we're headed for a breakdown. That's IWM. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. See what the diamonds are doing. Oh, that's a messy chart. Let's find something else. All right, so here's a chart of Diamond Dow. All right, for yesterday's candle, lower high, lower low, spiking the uptrend line right through there. All right, bulls need to break the downtrend line. Bears need to break the uptrend line. They spiked it, but they didn't close underneath it there. Notice the price action. The 3 EMA and the 8 EMA all caught underneath our 17 EMA trend indicator. So, technically, we got, still got, I got a slightly lower high here. Not by much. See that? Yep. Slightly lower high. and a slightly lower low. Not much. All right. Let me just say, they just squeaked it in there for the daily downtrend with the lower high and the lower low. To me, it looks more like consolidation over to the right. I'm not sure they have defined what direction they plan on going in, but right now just consolidating. So there's Diamond Dow in an hourly downtrend minimum, and it squeaked out a daily downtrend just barely by squeaking out a lower high and a little bit lower low right there. All right, let's look at USO. Here's our crude oil. All right, here's crude oil. Notice yesterday's candle. Again, a higher high and a higher low. Just relentless drive to the upside on crude oil. So USO putting in on the daily chart, got a higher low and a higher high. Definite daily uptrend on USO. Let's look at UNG. UNG still trapped in the range between $6 and $7.50 right here. Big bear flag, still caught in the range, can't break out. Struggling to break out on UNG. This bull flag base is a good sign, but let me just say, we've seen that before. All right, just a little bit more bullish because this went up and pulled back and then went over to the right. This one has gone up and held price right there. That is a good sign, all right? So maybe this one is the breakout. So look for price to rip through these tails up here. What do the tails represent up here? That's where sellers are hanging out, okay? Right there, that's where sellers are, $7. Whenever you see wicks up there like that, that's a message to us traders. That's where the sellers are hiding, right there. So bull flag up, flag pull up, bull flag over to the right. Sellers hanging out at $7. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. That's UNG. Hopefully they can consolidate a little bit more and then put in another higher high. So there's UNG. Let's go look at some precious metals. SLV. All right, here's SLV just consolidating over the 2050 area. You can see right there. Bulls need to break the downtrend line. Bears need to break the uptrend line. All right, so there's the consolidation. There's the range bound that it's in. Over 2050, just kind of consolidating right there. And then caught between this 23, 25 number right there. So there's a move up over to the right. Still consolidating silver right in a channel. Just like UNG, but this is a bullish channel. UNG was a bearish channel. All right. Let's take a look at gold. All right. Here's gold consolidating in a triangle. Just a move up. Bullish consolidation over to the right. You can see price ping pong back and forth between the downtrend line and the support line 175. Bulls need to break the downtrend line. Bears need to break support at 175. Just continued consolidation. Eventually, one of these is going to win over the future price action. We'll see what happens. There's GLD. Now let's take a peek at... Let's see if that's the one I want. That's not the one I want. But I can use that one. All right, so here's the dollar index. So here's the dollar index. As price moves up, and you can see now we're consolidating over the 105 area. Still bullish. Bullish dollar is not good for the U.S. markets. It just makes our goods and services more expensive and less competitive on the global stage and the global economies. So dollar that keeps moving up is not good. The only blue sky I see through here is that this is a daily chart. Price has been making lower lows and lower highs. The daily price. That's the only window of light that I see that looks good for the U.S. markets. and maybe they can bring that down to the 200. We'll see what they're going to do. Today we got FOMC. It's going to come in at, let's pull that up. FOMC starts at 2 p.m. today. We'll see that on the economic calendar. And 2:30, they're going to have a little press statement. Tomorrow, jobless claims. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, existing home sales, and PMI Composite on the 22nd, Friday. All right, so now earnings. And for earnings, we've got a few big ones. I think FedEx, if I'm not for certain. Let me get it up here. Here's our earnings calendar. FedEx reports after the close tonight, $62 billion. That could move. That might have a slight nudge on the markets, not much. General Mills reports this morning at let's just call it $39 billion. And we'll see how they do. I'm sure they've already reported. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's it. That's it for this morning. You got the trading plan. I'm looking for SPY. If SPY trades over my pivot, I got to be a bull. So go back to my SPY chart. All right, you got my pivot. The pivot that's not the right one. Somewhere it's around here. It's 443.24. I'll find it. Bear with me. I got it here somewhere. I lost it. Can you believe that? It's 443.24. All right, so price, obviously price is over my pivot, so we'll see what happens here. All right, so I'm probably going to have to be a bull, as I planned to be a bear, but looks like I'm going to have to be a bull today. Was planning for, but I got this reversal candle. So you got my message there. Looking for price to come underneath the pivot, and looking for that 10-minute setup underneath the pivot and underneath VWAP. We'll see what happens. All right, traders, I want to thank everybody for being here. Today is open house until Friday. Okay, you can find the link in the description. Everybody out there in YouTube land, thanks for watching my videos. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you think you're interested in the channel, please subscribe. I hope everybody has a nice, profitable day on trading. And that's it. I'm going to take questions in the room here.